G'day YouTube, this is iCookie, and this is an Ubers battle on Pokemon Showdown. So I haven't had an Ubers battle in quite a while, and yeah, this is my first X and Y Ubers narration on YouTube, so hopefully you enjoy it. This team is basically one that I used back in Gen 5, except now I've replaced the normal my Choice Scarf Mewtwo with just a Mega Mewtwo Y since the introduction of Mega Mewtwo, and instead of Dragon Tail on my Giratina, I replaced it with Roar since Xerneas is such a threat now. Everyone carries it, and yeah, Dragon Tail can't touch a Xerneas, and when the Xerneas comes in on my Giratina, I'm absolutely screwed since Dragon Tail can't phase it out. So now I replaced it with Raw. I still got my specially defensive Heatran. My Giratina origin is actually mixed attacker with Draco Meteor and Will-O-Wisp, as well as Shadow Sneak and Raw. The standard Extreme Killer Arceus, a Darkrai that's double status with the Sleep and the Thunder Wave. Mega Mewtwo Y, just with Calm Mind and 3 attacks, and the Specs Palkia. My team is based around this Specs Palkia. It's named after the pink, my pink dragon team. It's actually my only Ubers team at the moment, so I haven't really bothered making a new one. I've been playing heaps of NU basically, and yeah, I just wanted to play some Ubers for a change, and this team actually did quite well. I actually had a winning streak of 20 in a row before I lost to a guy. So yeah, this is probably maybe like my 18th battle in a row that I won. I mean, that I played, I should say. And yeah, this was a very enjoyable one, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did. So let's get right into the battle. So I lead off with my Darkrai, as he leads off with, well, maybe it's a she, leads off with the Deoxys Speed. I'm predicting the Taunt, obviously, since Darkrai usually go for the Dark Void first turn, and yeah, that person predicted me to do that, but no, I decided to go straight for the Dark Pulse, and seeing, I'll just say her, since it's a female sprite, bring in the Mewtwo. I'm just going for Dark Pulse because I know that he can't OHKO me since I have the Focus Sash. And I was thinking that Dark Pulse would pretty much kill the Mewtwo, but no, he's a Mega Mewtwo X with that part fighting, so yeah, I couldn't do much with the Dark Pulse. So yeah, I switched out to my Giratina, and yeah, just Will-O-Wisp it, and then got a crit with the Shadow Sneak, which was really fortunate, as now she brings in her Xerneas that just kills my Giratina off with the Moonblast. That's fine. I didn't want to switch out because he might be Geomancy with a Focus Blast, which could kill my Heatran easily. So I just went for the Raw that turn, and yeah, she just killed me off. That's fine. Fine by me. So now I bring in my Darkrai and I go for a Thunder Wave. A Thunder Wave on the Xerneas as opposed to the Dark Void, because Dark Void can miss, and Thunder Wave would guarantee that it would stop the Xerneas from sweeping me after Geomancy. So yeah, unfortunately she has the Aromatherapy, so I had to switch out to my Heatran. So now she goes for a Geomancy with the Power Herb, so it's surprising that she has Aromatherapy and Geomancy, but whatever. I go for a Toxic, and then I go for the Raw, just to make sure that she can't do much to me. So now she brings in a Jirachi and goes straight for the U-turn, as I just go for a Lava Plume. So that's sort of, I mean, as I went for my Stealth Rock, since I knew the Jirachi can't do much to me. Yeah, she brings in a Kyogre. Usually Palkia can take on any Kyogre, so it's always my switch into a Kyogre, no matter it being Scarfed or Specs or Carmine. So yeah, that's totally fine by me. Since I have that almighty Thunder Specs, it doesn't quite 2KO the Kyogre. If it got max damage both times, then it would have, but yeah, unfortunately it didn't. And yeah, so I just keep going for Thunders, seeing that he's actually a Rest Talk variant with Carmine, and obviously Scold as the only move. So I just keep spamming Thunders. I unfortunately missed this one, and then I actually missed the next one as well after she gets a burn with the Scold. So that's pretty unfortunate, as I just keep thundering. I miss that, and then she just goes for another Scold, and that does quite a lot of damage considering I quad resisted. But yeah, it is a Kyogre, it is +2. I go for another Thunder, it finally hits, but yeah, she goes for another Rest, so that's obviously really bad for me, but I really have nothing to switch out that can actually take a Scold from this Kyogre, so I just have to leave my Palkia here to die, as she just keeps sleep talking. She gets a Rest. That's really does not make much difference. I hit this Thunder, but yeah, she kills me off. With the next Sleep Talk Scold, even if she got the Rest, I would have died from the burn anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Now I bring in my Mewtwo. It is the Mega Mewtwo. Why? As I said, it's very, very specially powerful, so I just kill it off with the Psy Strike. Psy Strike hits the defense stat rather than special defense, so yeah, it easily killed the Groudon despite her special defense boosts. So now, seeing that she brought in a Jirachi, I'm worried that it's a Choice Scarf set that could Iron Head me to death, so I brought out my Heatran thinking I could resist it. Now she brings in her Arceus. I go straight for the roll, being afraid of the Sword Stance, and that's great because yeah, she went for the Sword Stance, and yeah, so she did nothing to my Heatran. That's absolutely fine. I go for a Toxic on the Xerneas as she just Moonblasts, so I'm guessing that might be her only attack. Yeah, I just go for a Roar the next turn, and she just heals off her Toxic, and yeah, her Jirachi doesn't want to stay in with the Jirachi, as I just go for Lava Plume, hoping to kill the Jirachi, but no, she just brings in her Arceus. I luckily get the burn the next turn, but she is actually Lumberry, so the burn didn't matter, and she just kills me off with 2 Brick Breaks. I'm surprised the crit Brick Break did that little. I'm guessing that she might be a bit more on the defensive type of Arceus. I don't really know, so I just go for an extreme speed here and then go for the Sword Stance, seeing how much the first one did, and I know that Xerneas can't OHKO me with a Moonblast, so it was a perfect opportunity to do the Moonblast. To go for my Sword Stance and then extreme speed to kill off the Xerneas. So now she brings in a Jirachi. I'm actually not max speed. I only have 320 speed, just to outspeed the max speed 95 Pokemon such as a Rayquaza, Kyurem White that you see all the time. Those with max speed only reach 319, so I just run enough to outspeed that. I'm not sure if the Jirachi is actually scarfed. I still don't know after playing the game, because if it was scarfed or if it was just pure max speed, it would actually outspeed me and just kill me off with Iron Heads. But no, she actually goes for a Healing Wish and dies. So yeah, she outspeeds me right there. I really have no idea if it was scarfed or it was just max speed, but that's interesting how she went for the Healing Wish and yeah, gets her Arceus back to full health, but I am at +2 and I can do heaps of damage to that Arceus, as yeah, she just keeps on spamming extreme speed, but Mewtwo can live at least 1 and just kill it off with an Aura Sphere for the game. So that was a really good game. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Ubers is a tier that you don't really see much played, but it is a very, very fun tier in its own, with those super overpowered Pokemon that you usually can't use. So this tier is fine because you've got all the Pokemon, they're all equally as overpowered, so you're not going to say that, these Pokemon are like too strong for the game, you shouldn't be playing it, you're a noob. Yeah, I really enjoy it in itself, and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.